Hey there. Are you quiet? Are you a quiet person? Okay, I'm only asking because for whatever reason, I do tend to attract a lot of quiet people in my life. But I think I know the reason is because I'm not quiet, and I'm pretty much the opposite. Now, I definitely am not always talking all day long. I mean, I have my down times, if you want to say. But, I just know there's a lot of quiet people out there. And I just want to say that is not a bad thing. That is not a bad thing. In fact, I do tend to attract quiet men and friends that are a little bit more on the quiet side. And a lot of them have said to me at different times that, maybe, they were quiet. Maybe they had a little bit of insecurity about them, or, they just liked that I was talkative because it was less that they had to say. Travis, my first husband, used to tell me that. He definitely felt that way. He liked when I was talking. So anyway, I want to just kind of, share with you guys some of the, some good things about being quiet. Okay. And I just want to read this. Okay. Quiet people often possess qualities like being a good listener, very thoughtful, and very introspective. Sometimes being mistaken for shyness or coldness, but they can also be keen observers and offer valuable insights when they do speak. So that's very true, because quiet people do tend to be very observant and be thinking about things while the rest of us are just yapping away. That, yeah, by the time you open your mouth and you say something, it's usually very, 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 very smart. Like it's something that's valuable insights. So I know if you're a quiet person, maybe you do have something that you want to say or you want to talk about, and you feel like maybe your partner or your friend or whoever, boss or somebody who talks a lot, is going to mow you over and not let you speak or not let you say whatever it is that you want to say, right? And so I want to share some different things that you can say when you're ready to speak. Because a lot of times I have had friends of mine and different people have said to me that they wanted to say something or they wanted to talk, but they didn't want to interrupt me. And because I'm a talker, I like to share with people that you will have to interrupt me because I might keep going. And then I don't find it to be rude to say, excuse me, or interrupt me or whatever, be like, wait, whatever, and just budge it, because it's necessary for me. And a lot of my friends know that. They totally know that. It's totally cool. So one thing you can definitely say is, you know what? Can I interject here? I want to say something, or I don't want to forget this thought that I just had. I want to say this. Okay. So there's different things you can do to make sure you get your point across with people like me, because people like me, we don't mean to take over the conversation. We don't mean to mow you over with our words and all that. We just have very long thought sentences that just seem to keep going. And yeah, anyway, that's how you got to deal with us, okay? I want to finish reading some good things about being quiet. Okay, here's some strengths and qualities. Good listeners. Quiet men are often excellent listeners, and men and women are excellent listeners, valuing the opinions and perspectives of others. Thoughtful and introspective. Okay, they tend to think deeply before speaking, often processing information carefully. Observant. Quiet men are often keen observers, noticing details that others might miss. They value self-sufficiency. They often value their own independence and don't seek constant validation. That's a very good thing, that you don't seek constant validation from anybody, or just anybody. Maybe a few key people in your life, but definitely it's not good to always be trying to look for validation, outside of yourself or outside of your few key people, right? It says, genuine and frank. They tend to be genuine and straightforward in their communication. Deep thinkers. Are you a deep thinker? They are often deep thinkers, capable of engaging in thoughtful and meaningful conversations. Empathy. They are often empathetic and understanding of others in their emotions. So that's good if you have empathy and if you're a deep thinker. Okay, that's definitely a benefit. Okay, perceptions and potential challenges. Mistaken for shyness or coldness, their quiet nature can sometimes lead to being perceived as shy, unapproachable, or even cold. Yeah, some cold, meaning you're lacking warmth, and that can happen, and that is definitely something I know that I have experienced, where I have felt that way about somebody, and it turned out that they were not that way at all, because they were just more on the quiet side. Okay, difficulty expressing emotions. Some quiet men or women may struggle to express their emotions openly, leading to misunderstandings. A stigma of vulnerability. The stigma attached to vulnerability can make it difficult for some men to express their feelings. So, yeah, the stigma attached to being vulnerable and sharing or expressing your feelings. There is a stigma. A lot of times men and women, people will appear that or take that as weakness when you express your feelings and your emotion. But you know what? I don't know, the way that I feel is like the squeaky wheel always gets the oil. So for me, I'm mouthy. Yeah, I don't know. I guess I got to get whatever I want. Like whatever I need or I want, I got to speak up. Because if you don't speak up, I don't know. This is why it helps to have a balance, like for your friends and your significant others or anyone you're dating or whatever. It helps when they're your opposite, but you have the same values, because then you can really help each other grow in your personality, and kind of take up for where the other person is lacking, Okay, let's see. Underestimated. Their quiet nature can lead them to being underestimated or overlooked. Okay, tips for understanding and connecting with quiet men and women. Okay, but it's quiet men. I had put in here quiet men, because I have dealt with a lot of quiet men.